The other movie I saw was Chappie, a movie that I was kind of hesitant about going in because the trailers never really impressed me. The only reason I was going to see this was mainly because I liked the director Neil Blomkamp, and I mean I love District 9. I did. I thought it was a pretty. It's a damn good movie. Elysium was okay. It wasn't great. It definitely was a big step down from. Okay, this is how much you should know about my thoughts on Elysium. I can't remember it most. I don't remember pretty much what happened in that movie. All I remember was that I saw it and that's it. That should tell you all you need to know about Elysium. Um, District 9. I remember. I remember. Great movie. It was a fun movie. That's about it. And then Chappie, I got trailers for this, and I'm like, this looks unintentionally funny. It taking itself way too serious. I was like, wait a minute, did he fucking remake Short Circuit? Is this a Because I swear I thought like before the title came up, I was like, so this is a remake of Short Circuit. He made a remake of Short Circuit. No, it's called Chappie. All right, fuck him, whatever. Um, and the reviews haven't been good, and I'm like, I've heard some people even go on to say that going, he's now where M Night Shyamalan is, in that he made one great movie and now he's like, and that critics loved, and now like he's slowly but surely becoming a really hated director. He hasn't gotten to that point, I'll say that, but I don't know. I was like, oh god, it can't be that bad. I mean, come on, it could be like happening bad. Um, and you know what? With Chappie, this is one of those movies that I'm not sure what to think of this movie. I still like I. It's been a couple hours since I've seen this movie, and I'm still not sure. I don't know whether. I would say this. I won't recommend seeing it in the theater, but I would actually recommend watching it like on Redbox or Rental or something like that. It is not that bad. It's not bad per se. There are things I didn't like about it, but there were things that I did like about it. And I kind of recommend it for things I did like about it. Chappie was he was he I liked Chappie. I'm not gonna lie. Chappie was pretty was realistic looking, really well made looking robot. They gave him enough expressions and stuff like that to make him feel humanistic. He was, and Charlotte Copley definitely helps with the voice and stuff like that. I'm glad. I love Charlotte Copley. Up to this point, I've liked everything he's done. Like he impresses the fuck out of me every time I see him in a movie. I wish he would do something like he did in Elysium. That was the one thing I remember for Elysium, that he was really awesome as the villain and like fucking sadistic. I wish he'd do something more like that again, but he was fine in this. He was fine. He definitely did a good job with the voice. Um, Hugh Jackman. I loved Hugh Jackman in this movie. He's the villain, and he's fucking cold hearted. Although there are points in this movie I'm like, he should have been fired from his job a long time ago. He literally points a gun to the head of Dev Patel in the one scene in the office. I don't know how the fuck he wasn't fired after that. Really? Like, you have to throw disbelief a lot of times in this movie, but he keeps his job, and they're like, there's a lot of points in this movie. Like, what the fuck? Like, but Hugh Jackman, it was great. I can't remember the last time I seen him as a villain. That was kind of cool. He's usually the good guy, like the hero. It was cool to see him. And Dev Patel I like too. He this movie deserves all the fucking comparisons to Short Circuit. That they have an Indian guy like in Short Circuit that is pretty much the buddy of the robot, not Johnny Five but Chappie. Yeah, yeah, it is. This movie, all right. This movie is really a Short Circuit RoboCop remake. Yeah, it is. It's like half RoboCop, half Short Circuit. There's a lot of stuff from Short Circuit that'll remind you of Short Circuit. Even fucking Short Circuit 2. That fucking traumatizing scene in Short Circuit 2 where Johnny Number 5 fucking gets beaten to death. There's a scene like that in this movie. It's pretty hard to watch. If you know that scene in fucking Short Circuit 2 is worse. Oh my god. Fucking goddamn it. If you've seen Short Circuit 2, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You were traumatized ever since you ever seen that scene. But it is like, it's Short Circuit, and then it's RoboCop, and I'm not fucking joking here. Like, when when the cops, the robotic cops speak their normal voice that isn't Chappie's, they use the exact same fucking voice as RoboCop. I am not joking here. Seriously, dude, I was like, that is like copying to the extreme. I half expected him to say, dead or alive, you're coming with me. If they would have said that, I swear there could have been a lawsuit. Somewhere along there. I'm not shitting you, like, unless they, I don't know what the fuck they did. Like, maybe I'm telling you right now, seriously, go watch this movie and watch the original RoboCop, even the fucking remake, and it's the same fucking voice. This movie had some interesting ideas. I'll say that right now. It had a lot of interesting ideas, especially the stuff that it brought up at the end about, like, maybe being able to put the consciousness of someone into the consciousness of one body into another body. I kind of like that idea. It brought up some interesting ideas. You're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? You've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. It like brings up some really cool ideas, like make you kind of go, why didn't they just focus on that more than the fucking what they did in this actual movie? It would have been more interesting. I hear they want to do a trilogy. Maybe they'll do that in the trilogy, but like, I don't know if this movie did well enough that they'll make more movies. It wasn't well received. Not well received anyways. Things I didn't like about this movie. You might have noticed that I didn't fail to mention some of the two main actors in this movie. The guy who plays Ninja, and yeah, that's his name, people. That is his name. And who the fuck? The girl who played the mommy, or whatever Chappie calls mommy. They were horrible actors. They were rap actors. They're rap artists from South Africa, and you can fucking tell because they're not very good actors. And they're supposed to be likable, and they're not at all. And it does result in a lot of the unintentionally funny. There are a lot of unintentionally funny moments in this movie. Like, again, there was a lot more laughs in this movie than there were in Unfinished Business. I heard people chuckling when there's not supposed to be. That should tell you something about this movie. There are parts where I'm like, all right, I can agree with that. The laughter in this movie. This is a movie that if it would have just cut out all the bullshit with the Chappie with being taught how to be a gangster, I'm not joking here, and I don't know, yeah, like, and stuff like with that and stuff. You kept the stuff with Dev Patel and all that stuff, the sweet stuff with him in there. If you cut all that bullshit out, the gangster, him and the gangsters and all that stuff like that, and focus more on the whole idea about the consciousness and stuff like that, and also the whole theme about I thought they were kind of going in the route where they're gonna have I thought this movie could be a really timely, movie, in the fact that it could be a commentary about the rebelling against police forces and stuff like that, which is a timely subject right now. This movie it kind of looked like it was going that route, but didn't. It really didn't. Like, I was expecting there was going to be some kind of message about because there's always a message with these movies, but it really wasn't. I don't think there was. Other than maybe that, artificial intelligence about, oh god, we don't know what's going to happen with, we have man-made machines and stuff like. I'm like, we've had that. This is something this is Terminator did this way better, people. Um, um, Again, by the way, speaking of the one thing about how it's copying RoboCop, yeah, that gigantic, those gigantic robots in RoboCop. I forget what the fuck those things are called. The one that fell down the stairs in the original, couldn't walk up a set of stairs. You know what I'm talking about. Seriously, like the Moose machine. That's what it's called. I'm not joking here. Moose machine that Hugh Jackman builds as that's supposed to be competing with the Chappie machines. That's what I fucking forget what they're called. The Scouts. That's what they're called. That's what that's what the robots are called. Are Scouts. It looked exactly like a fucking copy of what that big ass machine from fucking RoboCop was. I mean, this movie was it was a blatant copy of a lot of stuff. It was unapologetic about it. There was just part of me was like, I want to just watch the original RoboCop. It's way better than this. I will say the ending of the movie, like when Chappie's kind of kicking ass. It is kind of cool. It's kind of satisfactory. That's kind of why I recommended it somewhat. If you can get for the bullshit with the gangsters and stuff like that, it's passable. It's not great. It's not good. I wouldn't recommend seeing it in the theater. It's, again, like I said, they had a lot of really good ideas about it, but it doesn't utilize them enough. I think that's my problem. That was my main problem. Was it didn't utilize the cool ideas that it brought up, and it could have been more. It could have been way better. It could have been way better. This was a missed opportunity. I'll give them that. And like I said, it could have been way better. It's passable. It's better than Unfinished Business. I'll tell you that right now. Give me 1 second. As far as previews go, I got Entourage. I forgot this is being made into film. That's all you need to know, I think, about Entourage. Never seen the show. End of story. I mean, it was weird. The trailer was weird because I was thinking, what the hell? This is from the makers of Aquaman. I'm like, the Aquaman movie hasn't been made yet. It's like, wait a minute, what? Is this an advertisement for a trailer for the trailer for a TV show or something? Like, no. Alright, what the fuck is this? Then I was like, oh, it's Entourage. Okay, dokie, what do you do then? I never seen the show, and I think pretty much half the audience I went to see it with never seen it anyway, so fuck it. I think it's one of those. It's a movie that if they were going to make a movie, I think a long time has passed, for it to be relevant. I got the new trailer for Furious 7. I'm looking forward to that a lot. That movie looks like it's going to be fucking dark as shit. It looks like a lot of people are going to die in that movie, which is going to be awesome. It's being directed by the guy who made Saw and stuff like that. I'm predicting I don't know if I noticed this with some of the commercials I've seen of this movie. The scene where their house blows up, somebody dies in there, and I'm thinking it's Paul Walker. If they do that, it's gonna be, I don't know if that would be, it's one of those, did they hint that fucking The Rock is gonna get killed in this movie too? Fucking damn it. If The Rock dies in this movie, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Paul Walker... Alright, let me figure out how to say this without getting people pissed off. Paul Walker would be I don't fucking know it. I'm not even going there. Fuck it. But also at the same time, I remember reading that they were not going to kill off Paul Walker, so I don't know what they're doing, how they're going to write him off. I'm interested in seeing how that goes with Paul Walker. He didn't finish the movie, so. And the last trailer I got was, weirdly enough, this movie called Selfless. Well, I'll tell you why that's weird. Because it kind of takes that idea that I was talking about in Chappie, it makes a whole movie about it. That interesting idea, like about putting the consciousness of one body into another body. Because this movie, it's about, like, Ben Kingsley's like a guy who's dying, and he is able to, his consciousness is transferred into a body of a younger guy played by Ryan Reynolds, and it kind of goes with that idea that Chappie had, which is interesting. I kind of like, it looked interesting. It's one of those movies that it looks like has an interesting idea and like original idea, but at the same time, we're like, this could be also be really bad. There's been movies that had original ideas that have been really bad, especially sci-fi movies. But I don't know, it looks kind of cool. I don't know. I just actually like that movie kind of intrigued me a little bit. I'll definitely check that one out when it comes out. But other than that, those are that's my thoughts on Unfinished Business and Chappie. I'm gonna be back tomorrow with a review for Run All Night, the new Liam Neeson. I have to fucking see a Liam Neeson. It's a new Liam Neeson movie. I have to see it. So I mean, come on. You knew that was that was coming. So, but anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with that, and I'll see you guys later.